Hello everybody, welcome back to Hollywood Sports, the most realistic sports channel on YouTube. Right now I'm going to bring you the best college football stadiums in NCAA Football 14. One of the biggest reasons college football is such an incredible sport is the gameplay atmosphere at some of America's greatest stadiums. The best college football stadiums aren't so much venues as they are shrines to a school's history and traditions. NCAA Football 14 gives players the chance to take the field at some of these college sports meccas. In no particular order, here are the 10 of the greatest home field advantages in NCAA Football 14. Let's start with the biggest of all, the Big House. For 244 consecutive games, more than 100,000 fans have packed Michigan Stadium to see their beloved Wolverines. Some folks may argue that Ann Arbor's crowd is not the loudest due to its design, but outside of that are some scarlet-clad fans about 190 miles south. Many college fans think the Big House first when it comes to the loudest stadiums in the country. You can't bring up Michigan without discussing their hated rivals, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Multiple renovations have closed the more famous end of the horseshoe, but the construction has actually created an even louder atmosphere than before. After more work, Ohio Stadium's official capacity will be raised to 104,000, making it the third largest stadium in the country. The intimidation factor starts from the outset, as real-life shots of menacing Gators are shown on the video board. Then the Florida Gators take the field, and it only gets worse for the opponent. Between the noise, the humidity, and the Gators, the swamp is among college football's most hostile revenues. A home field advantage is only as good as the home team. A few programs were tougher in the 90s than the Florida State Seminoles playing at Doak Campbell Stadium. The Seminoles went a remarkable 56-1-1 at home during the 1990s. Their only loss coming at the hands of the Miami Hurricanes in 1991. In 1991, the Seminoles embarked on a 54-game unbeaten streak following that game, which ended in 2001 at the hands of the Miami Hurricanes. Lots of stadiums are bigger, lots of stadiums are louder, but few stadiums are more difficult to win at than Boise State's Bronco Stadium. Since the start of 1999 season, Boise State is 86-4 at home, with only 2 of those losses coming from conference foes, TCU in 2011 and San Diego State in 2012. Having all blue uniforms and playing on a blue turf apparently is a fantastic idea. Is there more an imposing sight in college football than the tall grandstands towering over Kyle Field? Texas A&M takes their cheering so seriously they hold a yell practice at the night before each game and have a team of 5 upperclassmen yell leaders pump up the 12-man on game day. Kyle Field will be even more imposing in the coming years as plant renovations will bring the capacity of the stadium way up to 102,000 for the 2015 season. Few schools know college football tradition like Clemson. Prior to entering Death Valley, Clemson players famously run down the hill and touch Howard's Rock. This tradition has been part of the teams since 1966 when Clemson coach Frank Howard was given the rock by a friend who found it while visiting Death Valley, California. Autzen is still considered one of the loudest college stadiums in the nation, despite boasting a capacity the fraction of other big-time college stadiums. Between the fans' close proximity to the field and the Ducks' relentless offense, opposing teams are often defeated by the Autzen bounce just minutes into the game. In a sport chock full of famous interests, Virginia Tech's might be the best. The Hokies are greeted by a blaring rendition of Metallica's Enter Sandman and more than 60,000 jumping fans. It's an intimidating scene as you can find in college football. The craziness of West Virginia fans is well documented, as thousands of coaches in Morgantown can attest to. But the scene inside Milan Puskar Stadium is one of the most hostile in the country. Maybe it has to do with the high-powered Mountaineering offense, which has produced some of the most prolific stats in college football history. Now there you have it, the greatest home field advantages in college football. And as always, until next time, everybody.